Hey, what's up guys, CBK here to bring you another Marvel Spider-Man 2 video, and today we're talking all about Venom in this upcoming game, because I have some fairly strong opinions on how Venom should be handled in Marvel Spider-Man 2. But before I get into today's topic, I want to let all of the first time viewers know that if you're new to the channel, I pretty much only cover Marvel Spider-Man 2 here. I cover leaks, rumors, theories, and wishlist videos for Spider-Man 2, so if that sounds like something you would be interested in, then be sure to subscribe to the channel. I also just have to say thank you so much to all of my current subscribers. I recently hit 5,000 subs, and to do those kind of numbers in only 4 months is kind of insane. I appreciate you all so much, and look forward to building up this hype train for Marvel Spider-Man 2. With that out of the way, let's swing on into today's video. Alright, let's talk about Venom. Venom's first appearance came in 1988, making him one of the younger Spider-Man villains in comparison to the rest of Spider-Man's rogues gallery. But that hasn't stopped Venom from becoming one of the most iconic Spider-Man characters slash villains. He became very popular during the 1990s on the Spider-Man animated show, and is now producing a billion-dollar film franchise. Needless to say, this character is a fan favorite, and there is a lot riding on how he is handled in Marvel Spider-Man 2. It's my opinion that in order for this game to really succeed, Insomniac has to nail the character of Venom. Without a good version of Venom, this game could suffer. Good thing that in Insomniac we trust. They haven't let me down yet, so I have complete faith in them. But what exactly does a good version of Venom look like? Everyone probably has their favorite version or adaptation of the character, and for me, that means Insomniac staying away from the current trend of making Venom an anti-hero. The Lethal Protector role has become very trendy lately for Venom. Whether it's the Tom Hardy movies or in the comics, I constantly have seen this anti-hero version of Venom, and to be honest, my preference is that we see a Venom that is just a straight up villain as opposed to the character that goes out and kills criminals. I at least need to see a Villainous Venom for this game. This game's supposed to be darker, and while there are many ways to make a story dark, Insomniac's best asset for a dark story has to be Venom. Venom can be brutal and ruthless as a villain, and I want to see that version of Venom. I want the horror vibes. I want the fear that Venom could kill off any of my favorite characters at any time. I want to fear Venom. And listen, that's not to say that the Lethal Protector version of Venom couldn't happen later on down the line. It's always been my belief that Harry will only have the symbiote and be Venom for this one game. And then perhaps the symbiote could transfer over to another character, Eddie Brock, and then perhaps Venom could be used for the Lethal Protector role later on down the line in Insomniac's universe. There have been rumors out there that a solo Venom game could be in the works, and if that's the case, then the anti-hero version of Venom would make complete sense. Heck, maybe in a post-credit scene for Marvel's Spider-Man 2, we get a tease for Carnage, which could then set up that solo Venom game. And perhaps that game's maybe just a small spin-off game, like they did with Miles Morales. But regardless, please let this version of Venom be a true villain. He is one of Spider-Man's greatest rivals, and for this game, for this story, I strictly want to see a very evil version of Venom. Here's a quick pitch. I'm not a writer, but I have a few bullet points for how I would make this story dark using Venom. In this scenario, Peter knows that Harry is Venom, and that he really has no control over his actions. At some point during the story, Venom kills Rio Morales, the mother of Miles Morales. This idea is actually taken from the comics and has been used before in the comics. From there, Miles wants to kill Venom. He wants to get his revenge. Peter is kind of the middleman in this situation because they're both his friends, and he wants Venom stopped, but he doesn't want him killed. Because Harry is obviously his friend, he wants to help him out. This would then cause a complete mess for Peter, which is very suiting for a Spider-Man story, and could just be a dark and brutal scenario for him. Having Venom kill off a major character in a brutal way would just be so dark and fitting for a character such as Venom. And having that major character killed off really would show that this story has some stakes. Like I said, I'm no writer, but I would love to see some sort of story like this happen. But let me know what you guys think about Venom. What do you want to see from him? Do you want to see the anti-hero version of Venom, or do you want to see him be a straight up villain? Feel free to disagree with me because I love hearing your ideas, and at least 30% of the time you guys are able to change my mind because you do present some good arguments. So leave your thoughts in the comments down below. But that's going to conclude this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.